Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Adam Wolf, and in this, we've got the THQ Nordic Digital Showcase. I know I'm late with this, obviously. It happened a month ago, but, I mean, it's just a showcase of trailers and stuff like that, I'm sure. THQ Nordic has quickly become one of my favorite publishers over the years because, you know, with the loss of the actual THQ, I was curious to see what would happen to the properties that THQ actually had. Luckily, the large majority of those properties actually ended up going to THQ Nordic. Why THQ Nordic is allowed to be known as THQ Nordic, or just have the THQ name when the main company just disappeared, or if maybe THQ Nordic is a revision of the original THQ, I'm not sure. I'm saying that. I'm saying THQ a lot. But I'm really glad that they came about, and they have been kind of hitting it big over the last few years. I've been very happy with their turnout, and hopefully this digital showcase shows just more good things to come from THQ Nordic. So let's get into it. HandyGames. Oh, jeez. You know, this is really reminding me of Devolver Digital, because they're silly too. Look at those servers. Actually, those are switches. But it's a server room. You know, he looks like a programmer. $42 gigs of RAM. Oh, I recognize the second game there. That one's actually, I think, just came out. Yeah, this one just came out, I think. Or it's got a demo out. HandyGames, a THQ Nordic company.
Welcome to the HandyGames archive. My name is Handy9000, and I was created to guide you through the HandyGames showcase of 2024. There are new entries for our highly rated early access game, Oddsparks, and Automation Adventure. Commencing data export.
Yeah, this one just got a demo. It looks cool. It doesn't look like my kind of game, to be fair. It's like an automation game. I like the visuals. I'm just, you know, not really my kind of game. Kind of like a Satisfactory or Factorio sort of thing. I think Factorio. Satisfactory at most. Oddsparks, right. Okay, so it's already out, I think. But there is a demo if you want to try it out for yourselves.
I have found another attachment to this data entry. Would you like to proceed?
There you go. There's a demo. It's been about over a month since this, so.
Error. Performing system diagnostic. Demon presences identified. Countermeasures initiated.
Demon.
Agents have been alerted.
Heavens! Can that over-engineered trash can shut up for a second? I'll tell you what happened. It all started with that beyond.
It's like a Hades sort of, maybe roguelite.
Ripped off that idiot's head like nobody's business. You know, humans used to be fun. But there were so many, they just didn't stop coming. Over and over I killed them.
Yeah, it's a roguelite.
They knew every time. They poisoned me. They made me bleed. And another one of them made holy light rain down.
I like the art style.
One guy even had the audacity to
A little bit of cell shading, a little bit of hand-painted art.
That is my thing, for fuck's sake. But at some point it just got ridiculous. No idea where they found that stuff, but they started throwing black holes at me. Motherfucking black holes.
Damn.
And now, you want to try me.
Probably gonna label this 18 plus on my channel. Plus, you know, like some of the other ones as well, like the Crimson Desert trailer reaction video that I did. I have to label it at 18 plus. Lethal Honor: Order of the Apocalypse, coming to Switch too. You know, it's simplistic enough.
Requested. Entry on human rituals for food gathering discovered.
Way of the Hunter mobile. Oh boy. I just, you know, there's some mobile games that I'm okay with, like taking Way of the Hunter. I don't think is. I mean, I'm guessing it is a PC console game.
Way of the Hunter will be available soon for your mobile device. Alarm.
It better be a
Breach
paid
detected.
mobile game.
Vermin
See, that's the thing.
infestation
I'm not a big
identified.
fan of mobile gaming because it's
Hey,
basically
that
turned
tickles.
traditional gaming
No,
into
don't nibble on that cable.
slot machines and, you know, all the nonsense that
Matt
comes
the
with
Rat,
mobile.
The agile escape artist.
Nat, the house mouse.
I have something to show you.
Anamorphic mice.
Look at that.
Is it like a
Beautiful.
kind of like it Takes
what's
Two
out
sort of
there.
game? Or maybe a No
Now's
Way
time to
Out
be
type of game where you have to
No
control
crowd to show
both,
off
or
to.
is it just? It looks like you're playing the male mouse primarily.
Yes, scavenger lead.
Good. There's the energy.
Yeah, no, never mind.
I'm gonna say this once, just once. A Rat's Quest. The way back home.
Looks like a good first outing for that developer. Doesn't really interest me though.
9000, start the world premiere. Handy 9000, start the world premiere. Handy 9000, do you read me?
Sorry, I'm afraid I can't do that.
No, Handy 9000, approve content.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Approve it.
Request denied.
Do it!
No, 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 no.
They're doing a Space Odyssey 2001. So HandyGames was established in 2000? They've been around that long, huh? I saw it on his shirt.
World premiere.
That's old school. So is this all just coming from one developer / publisher of HandyGames? Oh man, Skittles is she would love this game. There's no way she's not playing a game like this. Tattoo Tycoon. What the hell? Yeah, okay, so... Okay. So it looks like HandyGames was the publisher. And they're a publisher under THQ. All right. Is this actually? Yeah, it's just going to count down there. Yep. There we go. Ooh. Little epic Mickey. I put out a video on that recently if you want to check it out. There's a demo that you can try out. It's very good. Right, THQ Nordic put out a lot of these games. They're really good. I'm telling you, man, THQ Nordic and Devolver Digital are the two publishers that you can actually trust to put out decent games.
Look, it's Sandy!
He's in my head, Juan.
I can fix it.
I tried the demo of Outcast as well. It was pretty good. Actually, the original, the remaster or remake of the original, I was able to download for free, so I still have to play that one. That South Park game, apparently not very good. And quite frankly, I would have to agree. I think they need to stop trying to go for the 3D realm and just stick to the 2D, you know, style of the show for their games. Because Stick of Truth and, you know, the Fractured But Whole, they did so well. Why would they try 3D again? It just never works out for South Park games. You know, the South Park game on N64 wasn't very good either. They need to stop trying to do that and just stick with what's really good, what people like. I will say this, though. I'm very surprised that THQ Nordic did not publish Space Marine 2. Because Space Marine 1 was under THQ.
So twisted, no hero could ever save it.
Interesting.
Luckily, Goldman is no hero.
You're playing an old dude with a cane? Oh my god, that's funny, man. The art is really good. Oh, it's an umbrella. It's like it's a Jewish guy with an umbrella. That's funny. The art and animation is really good. Kind of reminds me of an old Disney cartoon when Disney was good. I see what they're doing. They're trying to follow in the footsteps of Cuphead, which, why not? It worked. And there's a few other games just like it that are very good. So this looks really good.
Is that true? It sure is.
Is hate a feeling?
It sure is.
The Eternal Life of Goldman. Yeah, that sounds like a Jewish name. Oh, man. That's good. That looked very good. Little Big Workshop. Is that like were they inspired by Little Big Planet? Ooh, marshmallow covered in chocolate. Space for sale. Well, if you guys know anything about me, I do love my spacefaring games. I'm obsessed with them. You wouldn't know it with how little I play, but space is one of my favorite. Astronomy in general is one of my favorite subject. But I don't do early access. I've done early access twice, and there was both Fortnite and Paragon, both Epic Games. So it was the only time I did early access because I knew the publisher. So / developer. It was totally worth it though. I've been meaning to re-download Fortnite, play the Save the World more, continue with the story and whatnot. Plus, they have great holiday events for the single player. Even the Halloween event is one of the more fun ones. Like I said, the demo is out for this game. I highly recommend you give it a try. It's very good. This complete remaster. I mean, I don't think it was a remake, but it might be a remake, actually. But they stayed really true to the original style. It's very good. Epic Mickey. Highly recommend it. I never got the chance to play it back in the day. I didn't own a Wii. And it was only on the Wii platform, which is disappointing to say the least, because I feel like this game would have done a lot better. Even though the Wii at the time was the most sold console, and no doubt it sold like gangbusters, this game, I still think it should have been on PS3 and 360. They shouldn't have hamstrung the game. Hamstrung, maybe that's not the right phrase, but they shouldn't have relegated to only one platform. That was a bad move. But Nintendo published it, so not Choo Choo Charlie. What is Steamboat Willie? That's the original incarnation of Mickey Mouse, which Steamboat Willie actually just became free for public use. Its copyright finally went up. If you didn't know that. Steamboat Willie, though, was, that was 19... This game's already out, by the way. What was that, 1930 something? I think it was 1920s or 1930s. Some insanely old cartoon. Some of you might not know this about me. I actually really like racing games. The adrenaline rush is kind of... It gets you sometimes, man. I love Need for Speed. I like the Rocket League add-on game mode in Fortnite. That really got my blood pumping big time.
They hurt you pretty bad, didn't they?
Need for Speed is probably my main one, though. I love Gran Turismo, but I've never really been interested in playing it over the years, just because, you know, older iterations of it required you to get the licenses in order to progress in the game and get new tracks unlocked. I think GT7 doesn't require that of you anymore, but, you know, I would say I'm probably more of a Forza guy at this point. Just Forza Horizon, excuse me, to be more specific.
Next time, I promise not to lose my temper.
Come on, move it! Goddamn amateur! Out of the way! Stop driving like my grandma. She's 6 feet under. M-O-V-E! Move it! You take that piece of throw it up
Ah, Wreckfest 2. Okay. Alright. I never played the original. I think it was only on PC, but I could be wrong. You can correct me in the comments if you like.
Feels like something came up through the seat.
But I'm fairly certain Wreckfest was only on PC for the first game. Actually, you know what? You don't have to correct me. I'll look it up. No, it's on PlayStation. Strangely enough. PlayStation and Switch and Android, but I'm not seeing Xbox. Hold on. It is on Xbox. Okay, so it was on consoles. I just never played it. Oh, this is the Titan Quest 2. I still got to play the first one. I have the first one. This is definitely my kind of game, but this looks really good. And the only reason I knew it was Titan Quest 2 is because Asmongold right there. Kind of spoiled it for myself, but that's okay. This could definitely be my Diablo replacement. That and, of course, Path of Exile 2. I've only dabbled in Path of Exile 1, but it never really hooked me like Diablo 3 did. And there's no way I'm supporting Blizzard anymore. I'm done with them. They're a trash company. I'll play their old games like StarCraft 1 and 2 because that was when they were still good. I'll play Diablo 3, Diablo 2 even, because the remaster or remake of Diablo 2 was done by Vicarious Visions. But, right? Yeah, Vicarious Visions? I think so. But there's no way in hell I'm buying Diablo 4. Overwatch is a dead game to me. They've completely screwed it royally. I love top-down isometric ARPGs. These are some of my favorite games. This looks really good. And Path of Exile 2 is very, very promising. I'm very excited for that one. I should definitely play the first Titan Quest if this is what it's like. Yeah, I love these types of games. They're so good. Yep. I'm in. I'm in. Absolutely, I'm in. PS5 only. We need to move on, people. I know you can get a PS5 these days, so no excuses. Doesn't have to be on PS4, though. I bet you that would run on PS4. They'd have to pare it back a little bit, but it probably looks like it could run on PS4.
Enough. Send him in.
In-game footage. Is this... Alchemia, what the hell? Alchemia Interactive?
An immense penal colony. For the
this may not be
war
what I was
against
thinking.
The orcs, the only undefeated enemies of the kingdom of Murtana, the king needed ore to supply his armies. So every man guilty of a crime, no matter how insignificant, was forced to work in the ore mines of Khorinis. To make it impossible for them to escape, the king sent out his best magicians to create a magical barrier around the entire valley. But something disturbed the creation of the barrier, trapping everyone inside. The convicts revolted and took control of the colony. They divided into 3 camps. The old camp is satisfied with the current situation.
I'm telling you, man, anything based in like medieval times or whatever, I'm already kind of sold
to blow up the barrier.
Because I love medieval times.
From the swamp.
Medieval history is one of my favorite histories to explore.
Thus begins your journey in the open world of the Valley of Mines. Creating Gothic Remake, we focus on the 4 pillars.
Gothic. It was Gothic.
The core
okay.
Of the series.
Simulation this is the original world, Gothic Remake.
Exploration, story, and combat. Like the original 2001 title, Gothic Remake is set on creating an immersive and realistic world. Enjoy a complex life simulation.
Yeah, I never played the original, but this one I'm kind of
in a video game.
I'm interested
During
for sure.
The day, the inhabitants of the colony carry out a variety
I saw that
activities,
ghost thing on that page as he turned it.
Rich in all its diversity, lives out its own rhythm. All this gives the impression that this world can exist without the player. Explore the colony on your own.
Notice how he said it gives the impression that it can live without the player. Now, whether or not they nail that simulation, I don't know. We'll see.
Enjoy the unprecedented freedom this open world offers. In true RPG fashion, You decide when and where you go next. Meet numerous interesting characters, understand their inner motivations, and earn their respect by completing a series of elaborate
Facial
quests.
animation's a little bit wonky.
How you solve or handle their problems depends entirely on your choices.
A little bit stiff.
No matter when, in what order, or if you do anything at all, the game will always respond appropriately to your decisions. Experience a complex and demanding combat system with satisfying character progression.
Can you be a mage in
Overcome
this?
your opponents using a variety of melee weapons. Eliminate them from a distance, or learn the arcana of magic.
Yes.
Remember,
Though me, I mean, if there's a Warhammer to be had, I'll be using it.
Depends on
Either that or archery.
We're aware that when creating a remake of a beloved title, it is hard to live up to the expectations of its
Right.
long-term fans. However, we feel there is room to develop the experience further by telling new stories from the colony and expanding on those that die-hard fans have known for more than 2 decades.
Okay, fair enough.
We are also focusing our attention on enhancing many aspects of gameplay, such as diverse NPC routines and reactions, more complex crafting, and more rewarding character progression. Despite the passage of time, Gothic
Visuals are really
remains
good.
in the hearts and minds of many players. With the possibilities of Unreal Engine 5 and a variety of modern features, Gothic Remake will soon rekindle that love. Whether you've been a loyal fan for years or are just looking for a true RPG experience, welcome back to the colony.
It's good to hear that they're actually thinking about the original and really taking into consideration why people loved the original so much. And they're like, okay, don't worry. This remake is not going to change anything of the original, but we are adding on, which is always a welcome. All we ask is that you don't touch the original. Don't change anything about the original. If you want to add stuff on, great. More content is always good, but don't touch the way that the original was created, because that's the reason why people like it. I'm glad to hear that they are actually being faithful to that. Is this Way of the Hunter? More, you know, a hunting game. They're showing a lot of animals you can hunt. Nine Rocks Games. Wow. Wind turbines. The water looks really good. I'll tell you what, the environment looks better than the player character. That's for sure. I think that's the point, isn't it? It's a first-person shooter. You're not going to see your character very much, so I think it's important that they focus on the detail of the environment and, you know, the animals and stuff like that. Probably a smart thing to do. Because the point is to hunt, not to look at your character. Oh, Dimitri might like this game, though. I think he got the Avalanche Studios one. Was it Call of the Wild? Yeah. Okay, so it's an add-on to The Way of the Hunter. I'll have to bring that up to him, see if he'd be interested. I like all these different intros that these companies are coming up with. Tarsier Studios. Tarsier. We got a horror title here. The giant pig. Okay. All right.
They're coming.
Your guts are kind of falling out there, guy. Worldwide game reveal, Gamescom opening night live August 20th. I was going to do a video on that too, and then I realized it's 3 freaking hours, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, was that it? Okay, so of these games, very excited about Gothic, Epic Mickey, Titan Quest 2, Space for Sale, but that's on early access. Way of the Hunter looks really good. Eternal Life of Goldman, that one looked really good. I might have to try Wreckfest. I don't know. It might be a racing game that I enjoy. Like I said, Need for Speed. Arcade racers are more my thing. Need for Speed Most Wanted, the original, not the Criterion game, was peak. Need for Speed Underground 2 is my favorite. But Need for Speed Heat is actually really good. Anyway, what are we looking at here? We got another last reveal. Oh! Darksiders, baby! Let's go! What? I totally didn't hear about this. Let's go! Okay, as of today, the THQ Nordic HandyGames not included has 23 games in development, thereof 13 still unannounced after the showcase. Oh, baby. Dude! They just revealed they're doing another Darksiders, and I still haven't played number 3. I have almost finished Genesis, though. I'm going to have to actually finish Darksiders Genesis. Probably going to have to restart it so I know what the hell I'm watching or playing. Dude, awesome. Oh my god, Darksiders. Look at this. This is beautiful. Dude, come on. Darksiders, let's go. They haven't given up yet. Darksiders 3 didn't do very well. Genesis, I'm not entirely sure how well or not that did. I liked it. I liked what I played of it. I'm gonna have to start it over, but Darksiders 3 was kind of divisive. Darksiders 1 and 2 were very good. 1 is iconic. 2, people were a little bit weary of the open world nature of number 2, but I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. I just love the Darksiders series, and especially Darksiders 1. But it'll be interesting to see what direction they go from here, because the first game was very Devil May Cry, original God of War style video game. The second game was, open worlds, action RPG sort of thing. The third game was a Dark Souls type game. And then Genesis was a top-down dungeon crawler, isometric dungeon crawler sort of type game, kind of like Diablo. So it'll be interesting to see what game genre they kind of tackle next with the next Darksiders. But that's sick. That's sick, dude. THQ Nordic, let's go. Let's see what you got. Very good showcase. Very, very good. I'm extremely excited to see what they do with Darksiders. Titan Quest 2 looks really good. I gotta get on playing Titan Quest 1 because I didn't realize it was a Diablo-like style game, which is totally my bad. I know I watched a video on it before, but I just forgot. So that one definitely I'm gonna have to play through. Whether or not Titan Quest 1 and 2 are direct sequels, or if Titan Quest 2 is just another Titan Quest game. It could be a big franchise given the fact that they're coming up with a second game. So it might be a longer lasting franchise. We'll have to see. Anyway, great showcase, THQ. way to go. Let's keep it up. You guys are one of the last great publishers. You and Devolver Digital are really doing some great work for some of these studios, so keep up the good work, and hopefully we can see. I mean, they said there's 13 unannounced games that weren't even shown in the showcase, so it'll be interesting to see what those will be. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and please join me again in the next one where we'll take a look at yet another trailer or showcase, and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on it. I need to come up with a better sign-off. But until then, I'm Adam Wolf. This is the THQ Nordic Showcase 2024, and I'll see you guys later.